Hey you guys, and welcome back. Today is another one of my makeup mugs and more. I am going to be filming it in natural lighting. Anytime I'm in this setup, it's always natural lighting because I am facing my window right now. If you do want me to do more videos, like more makeup videos in natural light, just let me know. Today I am doing another makeup mugs and more, and I'm going to combine this with a Q&A. I had asked on Instagram pretty recently in my time, I don't know when you guys are seeing this, but in my time, pretty recently, I had asked if you guys had any questions. I also have my coffee, of course. Oh, and I found my mug warmer. So I had purchased a mug warmer, I'm pretty sure last fall, and then I had no idea where I had put it. I bought it specifically for my videos because my drinks always get cold like midway through the video, and it turns out I had like snuck it into my desk, like in the little part that has like the keyboard, like the little keyboard cubby, and it was like pushed all the way back there, and that's where it was this whole time. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna apply my primer, which is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. It is Saturday when I'm filming this today, and it's actually still August, but I'm going to be using my September makeup because I've already chosen it for the month, so I'm going to be using all of my September products in this video, but I cannot believe how close we are till September, like to September. It's just so shocking to me that it's already almost September. Like September always feels like the start of the year. January does feel like the start as well, but I think September just has this like feeling of things kind of restarting, and I'm sure it was because of like all the school years, and we're just so used to having September be like the start of school and the start of all the like activities again. This looks super weird, but I just dotted my face with the remaining product from my L'Oreal BB cream. I did not pick this BB cream for September, but I do want to finish it up, and it's kind of bothering me that I still have product left, so that's what we're using today. And I always forget how much I like this until I start wearing it again. It is the perfect amount of coverage. It looks so natural on my skin. Like, it doesn't look heavy. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup at all, really. And it just looks really nice on my skin. Okay, let's start with these questions. Ghost Chips 14 asks, when will you do another Brand Slam? Brand Slam is a series I started on my channel. I've only done it, I think, twice before. I did one on e.l.f. and one on Makeup Revolution. In case you guys don't know, it is a series where I do a video every day for a week on a specific brand. I was going to do one this summer, actually. It was on my list of things to film, and I was planning on doing a Brand Slam series on Colourpop, and then the world kind of changed and I wasn't really wearing makeup anymore. I just didn't feel like purchasing makeup, so I kind of postponed that series, but I do think I want to do another Brand Slam this fall. If you guys are okay with it and you'd like to see it, I was thinking about doing it on Colourpop, obviously. Likely the video would be up in, the series would be up in October, because I probably order some makeup from Colourpop in September, and then depending on when it arrives and when I have time to film and edit the 7 videos, I'm thinking October. Super Mari, sorry if I butcher all of your names, what is your favorite thing about living alone? I actually think my favorite part about living alone is just having a lot of freedom, and you can kind of make your own schedule and do things on your own time. I think that is the thing I love most about living alone. I've actually been living alone in this apartment since the end of 2017, like fall 2017, so it'll be 3 years this October. But yeah, I think my favorite thing for sure is just having the freedom to do things on your own time, and there's nobody around that has like any expectations, and there's no one telling you what to do or when to do it. You kind of just get the independence and the freedom to do everything on your own time, and I think that is honestly the best thing. I love living alone. I cannot imagine living with someone. Like I can't. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I'd be able to do it. When you've been living alone for so long, you just get so used to it, and I think I would just feel really restricted if I had someone else living in the house with me. It would just be really difficult for me, I think, to adjust back to that. And all my life I had lived with my parents and my sisters. I think going from that to living alone, it was a big adjustment, and now if I were to go back to living with someone, it would be another really big adjustment. Honestly, feel like my whole life and my whole mindset just improved, and my mental health improved and everything when I got to move out and live on my own and get that independence. My sister actually asked, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. My least favorite colors are purple and orange, but my favorite color is blue. Top 3 favorite books you've read in 2020 from a whiff of the tiff. Definitely War and Peace. That is for sure one of the top books I've read this year. I love War and Peace so much. Oh my gosh, that's like I think it's like in my top 5 now. But War and Peace for sure. And let me think, like, what else did I read even at like the beginning of the year? I've read a lot recently. This is tough. I should have thought of this question before I just tried to answer it. Oh, I really liked Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I think that's one of my favorite books. Whoa, I went really too much on the blush. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I'd say that was one of my favorite books I've read this year. Flowers for Algernon. I would say that is the 3rd book. So I think Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, Flowers for Algernon, and War and Peace. This is really dark. I'm gonna have to fix this. Makeup by Sheduli? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What was your first ever makeup product? I think if I'm really thinking back to like high school, when I only wore makeup on like special occasions, and really I didn't wear makeup until after high school. But if I'm going way back to like when I was 14 or 15, I think it was actually the CoverGirl Clean like liquid makeup product. Like it was kind of in a triangle packaging. My mom bought it for me. I think it was just called Cover Up actually, which is kind of a weird thing. Or maybe I just called it Cover Up. It was like the clean liquid makeup from CoverGirl, and I used that kind of as like concealer, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I think it was horrible. I'm sure it looked absolutely terrible. First makeup that I actually bought like for myself, like when I was older, was in like first year university. And I remember I went to my sister and I told her that I wanted a bronzer, like my little sister. And so I bought the Physicians Formula bronzer that was in this like red packaging, and it had a little shoe on it. That was like the first makeup that I actually bought like for myself that wasn't like concealer or cover up. Moe Chatterjee asks, any new hobbies this quarantine? I actually don't think I have any new hobbies. I've always liked doing puzzles, so that's kind of not new. And I've always liked reading, which is basically what I've just been doing over and over and over again. Just reading books. I don't think there's anything else that I've started doing while we are quarantining. Oh, working out. I think it's not even a hobby, but I never worked out so religiously before quarantine. I guess that's kind of like a hobby-ish kind of thing, because that's really the only thing that I've changed. I don't think I said what I was wearing, but my concealer is the L'Oreal Radiant Concealer, Radiant Age Perfect Concealer. I'm wearing the Maybelline Cheek Heat Blush in Nude Burn, and the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. And I'm just going to spritz my face with my Catrice setting spray. From Angela Bella 16. Thank you for all of your lovely messages, by the way, Angela. I feel like you leave me a lot of really nice messages on Instagram. And she says, your go-to breakfast. And hers is avocado, eggs, and toast. I was actually thinking about breakfast the other day and thinking about how I think it's one of my favorite meals. A good breakfast is one of my favorite things. My go-to breakfast lately has been zucchini muffins, but also I love If I have them, I love avocado. Avocado toast is one of my favorite breakfasts. I've also recently started loving it, just like smushed up avocado with scrambled eggs and tomatoes. But when I wasn't in quarantine and when I was actually going into the office to work, my go-to breakfast was a smoothie. Like, I'd have a smoothie every single day because it was just the quickest, easiest. I could make the smoothie before I left and then just drink it at work. Oh, and I have a lot of breakfast favorites. Clearly, like, that's why it's my favorite thing. Overnight oats, too. La Vie en Rose 5 asks, what are your current favorite lipsticks? So my current favorite lipsticks, they kind of change, honestly. I don't know if I have, like, specific favorites right now. I feel like every month when I'm trying to pick, like, new lipsticks, they kind of change. I don't know why I always do this, but I always kind of run my fingers through my brows. By the way, if this is looking kind of patchy, it's not the blush. I've had like this pimple here on my cheek for a while and it's finally gone, but there's still a little bit of a scar. The NYX Dazed and Confused Blurring Lipstick in the shade Girls Trip. This has been like such a favorite lately, but I think that's pretty much been a huge favorite. The other ones I'd say are the Colourpop Ultra Blotted lipsticks. That's kind of it. Like, those have been the lip products that I've reached for the most often recently. So I think, yeah, those Colourpop ones and the NYX Dazed and Diffused lipsticks. I'm going to be using the Creme Brulee palette from My Heart Revolution. My godmother actually asked, Ivana Simpson, she asked, what brand is your bronzer? So I don't think she watches my YouTube videos. You guys already know that my bronzer is the Physicians Formula stick bronzer. I think I want to do something very like simple and nothing too crazy on the eyes. I can't tell if you guys prefer like simple eye looks or if you like something more like colorful and intense. I wouldn't mind doing some like fall looks. Maybe I'll film a fall look tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday, so I can probably sit down and get a good fall look in. But I think for this video today, I'm going to do just something very simple and natural. Well, not natural, but just simple. Josie Kilgore asks, how are you doing with quarantine? Are you still having to work from home? Yes, I am working from home. Our office is starting a voluntary back to work in September, so next week actually. And they've had people sign up if they want to go in. I am not going to be going in because I don't want to have to transit. I mean, I'm sure it is safe to go on the train and the bus and stuff, and masks are mandatory, but I just don't feel super comfortable taking public transit right now. And also, I kind of prefer the working from home life. I find it easier to work from home, and I've been really enjoying that. I'm not missing the social interaction that much. Like, I do miss it. I do kind of miss talking to people and hanging out, you know, in the kitchen and things like that. But we're not even allowed to do that anymore with social distancing. And it just doesn't feel like it would be the same to go in anyway. So yeah, anyways, to answer your question, I'm still working from home. And how am I doing with quarantine? I am doing fine, I think. I found it really hard at the beginning, but I think that was because I was just alone completely, and now my bubble has expanded as well, so I'm able to hang out with my sisters and their partners, my parents a lot, and I think that's what has helped a lot. I'm feeling way better like mentally with quarantine than I was at the start in like March and April. Also, I've been going back and forth between my place and my parents' place, so I'll do like 2 weeks at my place and then like 3 weeks at my parents and then 2 weeks back at my place. I think that's been a big part of improving like my mental state. So not too bad. I hope you guys are doing okay. Tony asks, what's your favorite food? My favorite food, it's kind of like embarrassing, but I love French fries. I've loved fries since I was a kid. So yeah, I think French fries. Oh, but you know, like my favorite meal is a homemade turkey dinner. I love homemade turkey dinner. I think that is probably my favorite meal if I was to pick one. Trying to decide if I want to do a winged liner today. I don't know, like sometimes I want to do it and then it just goes so poorly and then I'm mad at myself for attempting it even. I'm just going to blend that dark shade in a little bit so it's not so harsh. I do have a question actually for you guys. I was wondering, are you guys online dating during COVID? Have you been going on dates and stuff? I'm just like, that always interests me when I like talk to friends and stuff that have been going on dates while we've all been social distancing. I mean, I'm sure it works. Like, I'm sure it makes sense. I just have a hard time like seeing how that would work out. But if you have been dating during this whole era, let me know how it's going. I've never actually tried online dating, and I don't imagine that I will. At least not now. I'm pretty happy being on my own, but I'm always kind of curious about it. Okay, I don't think I'm going to add winged liner today, but I am going to take a little bit of the black shade. It's kind of a shimmery black shade, but hopefully it's not too shimmery, and I'm just going to line it really close to my lash line because I'm going to attempt the lashes today, and I never wear lashes. I find them so hard. I struggle so much with applying lashes, and when I wear them, I can only wear them for like an hour or two before I have to like rip them off. I love the way fake lashes look on other people. I just don't know why they never look like that on me. I can never get them to look like they look on the other people. I'm going to use these Kiss lashes. I'm going to trim them a little bit first. These are the Kiss number 11 lashes. So Down the Laney asks, would you live anywhere else in Canada? I don't know. I think where I live is just the most beautiful place in the world. I think British Columbia is so beautiful. Like, I really think we have it all here. We have mountains, we have an ocean, we have lakes. I don't think I would actually settle down anywhere else. Can't imagine settling down and starting like a life and a family and things like that anywhere else. But I don't think I would mind living like short term in other cities. Like, I've never really been to the east of Canada. Like, I've been to Ottawa, but it was like once, and it was like a long time ago when I was in high school. So I've never really seen Eastern Canada. I would love though to live in PEI because I love Anne of Green Gables. I think that would be so much fun to like live, you know, like where Anne of Green Gables lived. I just put the lashes on off camera because it was a big struggle and they still don't look great. I just suck at lashes. Angie La 18 says, what do you do for work? I work at a nonprofit with corporate fundraising. So basically I work with corporations that want to support our charity, and I help them fundraise for the charity. Pretty much. That was the Colourpop BFF2 lippy stick, by the way, and now I'm going to apply my Milani I'm Smart lipstick on top. Tony again. She asks, what is your favorite eye look to do? I don't know if I have a favorite eye look. I think what I like doing most is just like neutral colors and kind of just smudgy kind of neutral color looks that aren't too intense. I don't like to use eyeliner that often, so I will pretty much just use like brown shadows and then maybe like a black shadow to line my eyes. Last question. It's Tony again, and she asks, how old are you? So that's really easy. I am 26, but I am turning 27 pretty soon, like in October, which is so scary. I cannot believe I'm 27. It just suddenly feels like I'm not in my mid-20s anymore. I'm in my late 20s when I hit 27. Okay, so that sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.